And we are back for part 3. So
we're in the bathroom.
It's all good. I love it. I think it's awesome, so it's fine.
Bring it on.
So XFairyBoy64X asks, if you could be any video game character, who would you be?
I would be Link, definitely. I've always been a love... when I was a kid, I always had swords. I'd run around. I had this big plastic, or not plastic, but styrofoam sword. It was solid black. And I took that stuff that you, like, paint on your shirt with, that they had back then, and I put it on the sword. So I had, like, the magic sword, and it was like, oh, it was so cool.
That is awesome, yeah. And I kind of saw that coming. The whole you want to be Link, I saw it coming. I like it, though.
Plus, I'd love to screw the heck out of Milan. But too much information.
All right, so let's see. Ryan Drums 101 or 1001. There we go. Wow. He already said this actually. We already mentioned him, but he says, "Why did you turn down the offer from IGN?"
Mostly the reason I did is because I've been with the Game Station for a while. I've met them in real life, and I know how they are. And like, they're just the greatest bunch of people you could possibly imagine. I mean, they're so down to earth and so knowledgeable when it comes to games and stuff. Like, it's really, I've been very impressed with them, especially since I got to meet them, though. And what they did for me, just getting me into E3 when I didn't have a pass, they gave me one of theirs for a day and let me go hang out. So it was just really nice of them. I've been very impressed.
Okay.
So I'm staying with them just because I think I owe it to them, too.
This one is a really good question. I think, if anything, everybody who wants to go into LPing could benefit from this one. But Pirate Jake 5000 asks you if you ever feel self-conscious in videos you make, and do you have any tips to combat said feelings, especially for people who record themselves rather than just game footage and commentary?
A lot of that depends on your situation. If you're going to record, you're better off trying to do it somewhere where no one can hear you, or you're by yourself, which is a luxury that I, as of late, don't... Never mind. But, awkward. Okay. Let's see here. No, but normally, like, I mean, what I do when I record is I just pretend like nobody's ever going to hear what I say. Like, I just make the video and I think, okay, I'll do this for myself, like as a diary entry or something, a journal entry. And then when I'm done with it, I go back and listen to it, and when I'm playing it back, then I pretend like other people can hear it. And usually then, I find out that, hey, it's not so bad. I mean, this is actually really good. This is me. This is honestly me right here. Because it's a lot of times it's hard to show yourself to other people in real life, but if you find that you can do that in a situation where my arms are flailing all over the place. Yeah, but if you find that you're more honest with yourself, then you just capture that, and then send it out to everyone else in some form. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of how I'd started.
All right. Give me 1 sec. Let's see. The next question... Or actually, I wanted to say something, Pirate Jake. Something I would like to add on to that, if you don't mind, is when you make your own stuff, even if it's recording yourself or game footage, if you're happy with it yourself, if you could watch it back and you could laugh at your little own jokes, or you really enjoy what you're doing, like your video yourself, then yes. I think it's awesome to put that out there.
That's very true.
I do that for my own videos, especially my Halo videos, because I'm really hard on myself. So if I make Halo videos, I want it to look really good, and I want the commentary to be really smooth. So if it's not, I usually don't put it out and I redo it.
Yeah, that's true. I have redone videos by myself. Thank God for save states.
Thank God. Especially when you do Kaizo.
Oh, God. Holy crap.
I did that. I haven't got to finish it yet because my computer is shorted out, but oh my God.
Oh, man.
Alright, so Starving Super Rider says, NCS, I'm writing a storyline for an RPG and I want to put an NPC in there named Capri. Would that be okay with you? I was thinking of making him a fighter who needs help against his opponent, a guy named Tyson, Winky Face.
That would be awesome. It'd be a huge honor. Anyone who ever wants to do things like that, to have characters named Capri or do things based on me, you're totally more than welcome to just knock yourself out. Because I think it's awesome.
Okay. Nightling Bolt, kind of like lightning, but Nightling. Nightling Bought One says, "What series haven't you done that you would like to let's play? Also, name one game for each series you say that would appeal to you."
Oh, first thing that comes to mind is Golden Sun, the first one, because I just started playing that a few days ago for the first time, or well, a few weeks ago actually.
Okay.
And I get a lot of requests for that one too, so that's probably good.
Actually, I haven't seen that many Golden Sun Let's Plays.
Yeah. It seems to be like a lesser known RPG from the Super Nintendo heyday of RPGs, which is really good stuff there.
All right. NCS, this one I think is just funny. That's why I'm throwing it in. NCS, do you like Capri Suns? by
Sure,
Mr.
yeah.
By Mr. Zizzler22.
You bet, especially the grape flavored. My grape drink.
All right, let's see. I read these really fast before I say them, just in case. But by 13 Axu Roxas. Roxas is an awesome name, by the way. Good job. What advice would you give people who want to do LPs but don't really want to do them in case nobody watches their videos? Because one day I would like to become an LPer, but I have a friend who became an LPer, but barely anybody watches his videos.
Ooh. Oh, that's a tough one. I would say if you want to do LPs, that's entirely your choice, but ultimately you have to do it for yourself and not for anyone else. But don't ever be discouraged by, well, I don't want to say the failure, but any kind of lack of views is something that is usually temporary, and if you get involved with the community and get to know people and like comment on the same people over and over again, eventually you might get through to them. I got through to Mika, Kitty, and Ray William Johnson eventually because now they know who I am because I was just so persistent with leaving comments on their stuff, and wouldn't you know it, boom. Well, I guess it had more to do with me supporting Mika, Kitty, and the thing a few years ago, but whatever.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. You kind of got to start for yourself and then start doing it for others once you get that big, And pretty much what you said about the persistence, same here. That's how I got you to respond to the interview message, and that's how I got Jerome Awesome Sauce Films to respond. And I'm doing that for like SSOH PKC and Sly Fox. I'm trying to get to them, so eventually. Yeah, I really want to talk to them, but that's hard.
Yeah, it is. It really is. You kind of, got lucky maybe a little bit. You never know who I'm going to be able to respond to on a given day, but I'm glad I found you. So.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Corey, I think that's a 1. If that's not a 1, I guess that's like a capital I. But is Corey, I'm going to say I86, asks you, what was your favorite LP to do?
Ooh, probably Mother 3.
Mother 3.
Just because I was so inspired, and that game changed me forever. Okay. And if it hadn't come along, I don't even know if I'd still be here. It was just something I needed.
All right. Okay, is it weird? No. All right. This one says, I can't even pronounce it. Braylak, BREYLAHK. He asks, is it weird knowing that at any given point during the day, people are watching / listening to you?
That is a real mind trip. I've actually thought about that. It's... like right now, chances are that 3 people right now are watching one of my videos. And every second... according to my stats, I'm bringing about... and I'm not bragging here, I'm just pointing something out. According to my stats page, I make about 230,000 views per day. And there's 86,000 seconds in a day, so that's about 3 views a second. So just in the time that I took to say this sentence, 90 people have clicked on one of my videos. That's impossible. I don't even know how that's freaking possible, man.
I think that's awesome. That's what I think. All right, skipping that one. Let's go to page 3. There's so many questions. Oof.
Holy moly.
Let's see. Just for something random. Alright. This one's a really weird question. It's by Silent Senior 09.
The weirder the better.
Let's say every time you burped, we'd consider that as you cheating your backside. Okay? And every time you ripped a fart, that would be considered cheating your mouth. So my question is this. Have you cheated?
Did I lose you? No.
Have you cheated butt?
Oh no, I think I lost you.
No, you didn't. I'm right here.
Oh, okay, good. You had a little internet connection problem. Thing popped up for a second there.
Okay. Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Let's say every time you burped, we'd consider that you cheating your backside, right? And every time you ripped a fart, that would be considered cheating your mouth. So the question is, have you cheated butt more than your mouth, or cheated your mouth more than your butt?
Oh, I've definitely cheated my mouth more than my butt. So, or I mean my butt more than my mouth.
Okay. I'm glad you totally you got that question, because I had to reread that 3 times.
Yeah, I've probably burped at least 50 times on average a day, but farting is more like 30 or 35. I don't know.
All right.
I don't count or anything.
You should keep a little counter, just like Conquer, for in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Bone Crusher 10,022 asks, how long will you wait to do Skyward Sword LP? And if you didn't know, the release date is like November something.
Oh, I heard it's November 10th, or maybe November 20th.
Something, I know it's close to Thanksgiving break, but go ahead.
Most likely I'm just going to go with the standard 3-month rule and start it in February, which seems to be the right thing to do. I don't like to spoil games too soon after they come out, because then I don't want to incur the wrath of the game companies, even though they seem to be okay with what we do. Especially at my stage, I mean, you don't want to be... Yeah, when you're popular, you have to watch what you're doing.
What game was it? Red Dead Redemption, I think? That game, in the first 2 months, you couldn't post anything. Yeah,
I've seen that. People get their videos taken down, bam, just like that.
Robert Gen 1 says, have you had any social problems as a teen? Because right now he's going through some tough times socially, and you and your LPs have helped him hang in there, in quotation marks.
Man, I could make an entire video 20 minutes long about the problems I had socially as a teen. Oh my god. Just... where do I even begin? Just with not being able to look people in the eyes, that pretty much crippled me, and I had to just make up for it by doing other things like card tricks. Like, if you go and look up the Johnny card trick, there's a video on Jealous Guy that shows how to do that. And I did that one day at school, and everybody was so blown away, and everybody kept coming up and asking me to do it again. And sometimes you just have to find a little gimmick or something like that to get you noticed. And then, maybe then from then on, people will be more accepting of you. And then when they're more accepting of you, then you start to open up back to them. But my biggest problem was that I couldn't open up to people because I didn't think they wanted me to. And you have to know that they want you to. So if you can find a way to get their attention, that helps.
That's good. Yeah. I like that advice. Something else, if you're not in a club or something...
clubs are great too.
Yeah.
If you have a way to get home afterwards. But that was my biggest problem, because I had to take the bus, and the bus only comes one time, so if you have to stay after school, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Something that helped me in my high school, I'm in college now, but this is before I knew I wanted to be a music major in college, but I was in chorus, and I went from having not a lot of friends in freshman year to having a lot of friends, because we just grew up through the years in chorus together, so... Groups always help.
That's cool, yeah. And music helps too.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so it's a double question, and this is the last one for this episode. Looks like we're going to be doing part 4.
All right, bring it on.
This is by JLT16866. He asks, are you going to Gold Bowser painting Luigi's Mansion? And if you didn't like the last question, which I think you liked it, maybe, then where did you get the capture card that you use?
I assume you're asking if I'm going to LP Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, if you're going to Gold Bowser it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Someday. Not anytime soon, because Chugga Conroy just did it recently, but it is one. It's a game that I've never actually played, which is the crazy thing.
It's a great game, by the way.
Because, when it first came out, people said it wasn't that great, and so I stuck with that impression. I just assumed that it wasn't that great, so I never tried it myself, but nowadays everybody says it's kind of cool, so... I guess in hindsight, it's 2020.
I think for a Mario game, Super Mario World, in the Mario World game, it's a really good one. A lot of people don't like it just because it can't jump like Mario or do stuff like that. It's different.
Oh, screw that. Yeah, it's different as good.
Yeah. All right,
and the other question was, where did I get my capture card? I bought it online, actually. So.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for episode or part 3 right now, guys.